kids to ask those questions and then pursue their own questions and that sort of thing. I think what's kept teachers back from that is they've got 25, 30 kids sitting in their classroom, and at any given point in time, their principal or whoever evaluates them could walk in the door and they don't have to be responsible for every single thing each one of those kids is doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And so therefore, the teacher feels like they have to be in control. Okay? Whereas what you're talking about really is more the students driving things and being in control,
and there being some level of chaos.
Right, and being okay with that chaos and messiness.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A little bit.
They laugh.
Yeah.
Of the game. I don't have the game. But the difference about being a game is like you take on this character.
Right. Right. And that's not just World of Warcraft, which is my personal, but a lot of the games. You are experiencing avatar identity. You are, and what's interesting too is the idea of the psychosocial moratorium, this idea that with the magic circle, I can try things here safely. The failure is not.
You can die.
Here's an interesting thing too, back to World of Warcraft, and to draw a parallel to what happened when I was teaching science. I could have a student who spent 90 days in my classroom, and at the end of it all, have 69.4. Now 69.4, that should tell me if my assessment's accurate, that student has mastered 69.4% of the content. What do we do to that child? We fail them, and we send them back to level 1. Start over, you have to do all of this again. We nullify the 69.4% that they mastered. How many copies of World of Warcraft would sell if I worked all the way up to level 70 or 78 or whatever, and I failed the quest, and I had to start back. After you invested the time, you invested your energy and emotions. So game designers get it when it comes to humans and learning. I think they have to. They don't approach it that way necessarily. I don't think most game design firms say we need an instructional designer. That would kill them. That would suck the life out of everyone. But
Yeah.
What would it look like? What would it look like if we did that in a classroom? Let's have some other. Any discussion on that or ideas?
Do you have ideas of what it would look like?
Do you want to know?
It sounds to me like you're suggesting differentiated learning for everyone around.
Differentiated learning, not differentiated instruction.
Right.
That's an important distinction. Just
that's good.
learning
Well,
and
if you
instruction.
take that a step further, we should have no grade levels in school. Everybody should be able to work their levels.
I'm sure we have CT requirements for learning membership.
Well, as one person said, if time is a constant, then achievement will be a variable, right? And if time is a variable, achievement will be a constant, right? I mean, and that's so true. So you asked if I have ideas. Interestingly enough, and I don't want to go because I could spend all day, and this needs to be a discussion, not a presentation. But one of the things that we're doing in our district is that we're actually using World of Warcraft in the classroom with students. We started as an after-school program last year. And this year we've moved it into the regular school day for middle schoolers. So we have 8th graders, and they're learning literacy, language, leadership, digital citizenship, and all the other things that come along, whether we realize it or not, with playing these kind of games. And we're focusing, we're driving them toward our learning goals using the game as a vehicle. And it's nice, it's safe, it's an elective, so it's safe to fail there. We have gotten rid of grades. We're like, okay, we told the kids day one, what do you think about this? What if we didn't have grades?
So you send this one class.
Yeah, this is just this one class. This is sort of our opportunity to pilot. Nope. No. We have about 4 girls currently. 4 girls out of 15, roughly. 4 or 5. Go back and look at the roster. And one of the things that we're trying there is we've got this grades. We say we'll do experience points instead of grades. All right. So we're going to say, well, let's do what the game designers do. So we're using huge numbers that they can't associate with a percentage, 100% scale. And we have rubrics. So you do an assignment, and you write a story about from your character's point of view. For example. And we'll say this challenge, because we don't call them assignments either. This challenge is worth 250 experience points. There's a rubric. We give them way more opportunities for lessons and things like that than they can possibly complete in a week. If they want to go back and redo things, they can, and then they can move on to the next thing. And then after they accumulate, for every, I think it's 2,000 experience points they accumulate, they go up a level in the class. And we post their grades. Well, sorry. It's hard to break old habits. We post their experience points and their levels in the course. In fact, we're developing all of this in Moodle. So the kids are doing all of their coursework